Hey y'all, this is Tay Rudy, and I just wanted to get up here and talk about a couple of things. I want to talk about American history, and I want to talk about Trump being re-elected. My little sister been here doing work from her virtual online learning thing, and it's up on the computer, and it's some lady that's reading it out to her, and they're trying to make it seem like animals, monkeys was up on the earth first, which is not true. The first people that was up on earth was black people. If you go over to Africa and you trace things back millions of years ago, if you trace back thousands of years ago, it goes back to a black man or a black woman. But you know, the United States of America is a white supremacist school system. It don't teach history right. Never have it. That's why you see so many white kids that are still racist. And that's why you see so many black kids that still suffer oppression. They do. They don't teach the history right that they should be teaching. And if they taught it right, you wouldn't see so many young black boys in jail. But it was in there giving her all type of false narratives, saying things like how they used to dig the monkeys when they was the first people up on earth using bow and arrows. That is not true. The first creation was a black man and black woman from Africa. It was. Everything's go back to a black man and black woman. And it's sad a lot of black kids don't know that. A lot of black people don't know their history, especially with white men going across the world colorizing it. It's just sad. And it's sad the oppression that black people suffer. I was also too up on Twitter the other day, and I was looking at the 1619 project, and I was looking at how Donald Trump was declining it. And it's sad. It's sad to a certain extent that we live in a country, especially America, that still carries racism and hatred and false history. But we don't need that 1619 project, because it's like this, especially with the black community here in America. We're learning things about ourselves. And it's sad though too, we're learning it from our social media and YouTube and Instagram and Facebook and Twitter and all these new social media platforms. That's why it's important though too for black people to teach these black kids about their history. You do, instead of always teaching them bouncing a basketball. Instead of teaching them about sports, and that's good. Black people will always dominate music and sports and culture. That's just naturally who we are and the way that we built. But we gotta also too teach these kids to love their skin tones. Dark skin, brown skin, light skin, all type of skin tones. We some of the most mimic people. I don't care how much they hate up on us. They're intimidated by us because they see the power in us. That's something though that you should all know. All of them, no matter what ethnicity it is, it intimidates them because they see the greatness in black people and the way we overcome everything. And another thing though too I want to talk about is Trump. I was looking up on Twitter and I seen Donald Trump trending, and it was saying how he already knew that coronavirus was out, which I wasn't shocked to see that, because we know him since he's been in office. That's all he's been doing is telling lies. He has. And it's sad to say his supporters stand behind something like that. They stand behind a man that lies, cheats, and they stand behind a man that don't like telling the truth. But that's them. That's them. And percentage of his supporters, they're white men and white women. And I don't say that to be disrespectful to white people. I know all of his supporters that support him are not racist and white supremacists, but a lot of them are. I say you have a 50-50. You have some that are racist and you have some that are not racist. You do. And I hate speaking this into existence. He could possibly win a second term in office, believe it or not. His voters stand behind him. I don't care what he does. They like him. Like I say, percentage of them are white supremacists, percentage of them are racist, and percentage of them like what he say because they be thinking that that's the truth. He has a very, very, very strong chance of going back in that office. Now, I think Joe Biden will give him a run for his money. I truly do think that. Joe Biden raised almost $400 million in campaigning. He has. But I most definitely think that he has a good bit of possible chance going back into that office. Sad, but true. And it's like this, though, two black men. If black men would step up and go vote and get out there, they can most definitely get them up out of office. But I know black women will. Black women are always the backbone to the African American community here in America. Sad, but it's true. And it's sad to say though too, a lot of his voters are ignorant. They just like him. They do. And half of them are Christians. I see a lot of these evangelists that support him. They do. And they have every right to support him. They do. If they like him, they like him. But it is like this, half of them are white. Percentage of all those evangelists that support him are white. And things that he say don't affect them. It don't. When he making racist comments, when he making threatening comments, a lot of that stuff don't affect them. And a lot of them not that bother about what he say. A lot of them like it. I'm not saying that they're racist. They're not. But it's like this. You got a black America and you got a white America. They live in a white one. We live in a black one. And a lot of them also too still serve a white Jesus. That's why you see so many ignorant white people that still carries racism. Sad but true. And if they knew their history, they would change. And if they didn't serve a white Jesus that was blonde hair and blue eyes, they wouldn't be as ignorant as they are. And it's like this. The Bible say all of us are God's kind. All mankind is God's kind. All of us. And it's sad they can't even comprehend that. You still have a lot of whites that teach their kids not to date blacks. Systematic racism. You still have a lot of these jobs that you go into that's owned by whites, mainly worldwide, and they still discriminate towards black people. And of course you have a lot of black people, millions of them that go into jobs and working. That is true. But it's sad we still live in a country like that, in a world like that. And it's like this though too. White folks have what they have because their great granddaddies went across the world raising hell, killing, stealing, and taking land. And it's sad to say black people was the richest people up on earth if you go back hundreds of years ago. White folks knocked us off our throne and now they up on the throne. And it's important for black people to know that. The more black people know about themselves, the better are they off. That's why you see so many black men struggling here in America. You have a total of 1.1 million of black men inside of jail in America, and that's sad. And it's sad the black community don't even focus up on that. You know, it's just sad. But that's why it's important for me to post these messages and teach you that, with me being a motivational speaker and teacher. You need to know your history. The more you know about yourself, the better off you are. And it's like this though too, to a certain extent. We got to do better. And we are that generation of healing of black Americans that comes from slavery. We are that generation that love ourselves. We are that generation that's building wealth. We are this generation that keeps teaching our kids things. We struggle a lot. Yeah, we got to stop a lot of things inside of the black community here in America. But it's like this, we are that healing generation. And that's something though too we need to think of. A lot of blacks don't think of that. And yes, we got to focus up on loving each other a whole lot more. A lot of us grew up without dads. A lot of us grew up without mamas. We grew up without a lot of things, but we healing. And we got to learn how to own our own business and land. We do. And when black men step up, that just change everything. If black men would let go of some of the stuff that they do and be active inside of the black community, oh my goodness, we will succeed so heavy and pass so much. And they know that. They know that here in America, and that's why they fail us though too. They know the power that black people have, and they know the strength, and they see the potential that we have. They know that. And if America ever lose black people, I don't know what it will look like. If they keep up all this white supremacy and racism, I don't know where it may go. But one thing I do know, oh, there's a squirrel crawling up there, so I had to look. And we'll be here making history until God come back. Black people will. We survivors, we strong. We the most mimicked, we the most copied. And we God's special kid. We are. God love his black kids, black men, black women, black children. He know the pain we them suffer, and we've been blessed through it. We've been blessed through it, through the way that we sing, dance, the way that we do sports. Look at us up on social media. We the most copied people, and we'll continue to be blessed. And we don't die, we multiply. There'll be a million more black people here in America reproduce and come here, probably through immigration. But yeah, we just got to keep ourselves together, and we got to keep God first. And Trump is going to be Trump while he's in office. We know how to survive the white man. And like I said, a lot of white people like his rhetoric, but he's definitely not going to take us out. And I don't think he's after the African-American community. Maybe the current black people that come in and the other Latinos, those are mainly ones that he don't want here because he wanted to look white. That is true. But it's like this though too. God is God, no matter who in office, and that's something he needs to know. Just because he sit up there in that high position, that don't mean nothing, because God can take him up out of it. And we'll see the way it plays out if he gets reelected. We'll see all this. And all his followers though too. And a lot of his followers, mainly white men and white women, they call themselves Christians. Some of them are, some of them not. White people until this day still use Christianity to get themselves by through racism and hatred. Sad, but I mean that's just true. And it's like this though too. That's why it's best for you to know God. Because when they introduced Jesus to us, they introduced him to a blonde hair and blue-eyed man. And the angels white though too. They painted everything white when they got us up over here. And it made us hate ourselves for hundreds and hundreds of years. But a lot of that stuff is changing and they see it. Black people are waking up. And a lot of black people are getting back into their African heritage. And the longer that this channel up, and the longer that I keep doing this, I most definitely take a journey back to Africa and trace my history before they brought us here to the United States of America. And I'll take y'all with me. But y'all have a beautiful and blessed day, and subscribe to my YouTube channel. Go down to the bottom and subscribe. Hit the subscribe button down at the bottom. You know, and I promise to bring you more videos, and like and comment. Y'all have a good day. Thank you.